Sonya Renee Taylor, The Body is Not an Apology, The Power of Radical Self-Love. Embark on a journey of radical self-love with Sonya Renee Taylor's transformative book, The Body is Not an Apology. Through powerful storytelling and insightful analysis, Taylor challenges us to confront the societal norms that perpetuate body-based shame and oppression. This summary will guide you through the key highlights, ultimately revealing how embracing radical self-love can lead to individual and collective transformation. Discover the 4 pillars of radical self-love practice and explore actionable steps to disrupt the toxic cycle of body terrorism. As you delve into this summary, prepare to radically shift your perspective on self-worth, body image, and the power of self-acceptance.
Embracing radical self-love. In The Body is Not an Apology, Sonya Renee Taylor reflects on her personal journey toward radical self-love and the role it plays in transforming our collective understanding of ourselves and each other. Taylor shares an experience in which she encouraged a friend not to apologize for her disability and how that interaction inspired her to view herself in a similar light. Radical self-love goes beyond self-confidence and self-acceptance, demanding that we reimagine the way we view and treat bodies in all their diversity and variations. Discrimination and oppression, including racism, sexism, and ableism, all stem from conflicts with the body. Taylor argues that this is precisely why we must embrace radical self-love and use it as a catalyst for political, economic, and social transformation. Making peace with yourself. The path to embracing radical self-love is paved with 3 pieces: peace with not understanding, peace with difference, and peace with your body. Body shame is pervasive, but we must confront our indoctrination stories and dig deeper to overcome it. Judging others' bodies, not accepting differences, and denying our own complexities perpetuate body-based oppression. By embracing each piece, we can challenge societal messaging and find peace within ourselves. Defying the body shame profit complex. Our bodies and consumer choices have been shaped by the body shame profit complex, BSPC, and systems of oppression. Advertisers profit by making us feel defective, and governments perpetuate body-based oppression. This results in millions living in a constant state of terror for having the wrong bodies. To take back our power, we need to differentiate between best interest buying and detriment buying, shift consumer habits, and practice radical self-love to disrupt the systems that profit from body terrorism. Journey to radical self-love. The book explores the 4 pillars of radical self-love practice, guiding readers on a journey of self-discovery, starting from recognizing toxic thoughts and behaviors, then adopting expansive thinking, embracing unapologetic actions, before finally reaching a state of being. The journey to self-love is often daunting and unknown. Like a deep-sea diver exploring unfamiliar territory, we must be fearless in the face of the unknown. The book introduces the 4 pillars of radical self-love practice, which guide us on this journey of self-discovery. The first pillar involves taking out the toxic, recognizing that our minds are a collage of personal experiences and external influences, including media and government-sanctioned notions of beauty. We have the power to survey our thoughts, save our authentic values, and release toxic, indoctrinated beliefs. Limiting media intake or being intentional about what we absorb can make this easier. The second pillar, Mind Matters, invites us to embrace expansive thinking, challenging ourselves to move beyond black and white judgments and make room for nuance. Next, we change our behavior in the third pillar, Unapologetic Action, treating radical self-love work like a muscle that needs exercise. Old habits may feel uncomfortable at first, but soon, radical self-love actions will become more natural. Moving your body should no longer feel like punishment but rather a way to reconnect with yourself, channeling the original feeling of wonder we had as children. The final and most important pillar is being, which expands our practice from doing to being. Without this, radical self-love is ultimately unattainable. By adopting all 4 pillars of practice, we can embark on a journey of self-love, discovering a new state of being that embraces each of us as worthy of love and respect. Radical self-love and collective compassion. The language of body oppression is a deeply ingrained and implicit bias we all hold. To break free from this cycle, the author suggests implementing the final pillar of practice, collective compassion. By building trust and engaging in community care, we can work towards liberation from body terror and end the shame cycle. Learning the language of radical self-love requires effort, but it's the key to creating a world where everyone is free from body shame. The power of difficult conversations. In her book, the author emphasizes the importance of difficult conversations and active fighting against oppression as a means to usher in radical change. The book highlights the case of former presidential candidate, Hillary Clinton, who, after a tense conversation with Black Lives Matter activists, acknowledged that changing hearts and minds is as important as changing laws when it comes to addressing racist police violence. The author encourages readers to engage in conversations about injustice, inequality, privilege, and power while being patient with themselves and others. Moreover, readers are advised not to use language that denigrates bodies based on race, gender, size, ability, age, sexuality, religion, or mental health status by gently confronting others through dialogue, not debate. The author emphasizes practicing accountability, accepting discomfort, and asking hard questions as parts of the process. Finally, readers are encouraged to divest from systems that uphold ableism, racism, sexism, weight stigma, ageism, homophobia, and transphobia by supporting and participating in existing movements against body terrorism. Oppression beyond the body. The book highlights how oppression is not limited to the body but is rather enacted on it. The fullness of radical self-love. In her book, the author highlights the need to embrace the complexities and intersections in ourselves and others through radical self-love. By creating space for these intersections, we can cultivate a compassionate and inclusive society.
After exploring "The Body is Not an Apology," you'll see that radical self-love goes beyond simple self-confidence or self-acceptance. By actively practicing the 4 pillars of radical self-love, you can begin to disrupt the systems that perpetuate body shame and discrimination. Taylor emphasizes that our liberation from body terrorism lies in engaging with difficult conversations and supporting movements that challenge injustice and inequality. Remember, true change requires not only changing laws but also hearts and minds. As you cultivate radical self-love for yourself and others, you contribute to a more inclusive and compassionate world where everyone's unique body is appreciated and celebrated.